Hey guys, welcome to Rising Vibrations. This reading will be for Sagittarius. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. If you just now found the channel, thank you and welcome. If you're returning, thank you very much for your support. It is appreciated. This reading will be for the sign of Sagittarius between September 15th through September 30th, but it can go a bit before or beyond that time. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus between the period of now and really the end of September into October. So we already have one flip. I'm going to put that back. We have the King of Cups. I feel like a lot of our Sagittarius are experiencing possibilities. Some offers are there and not exactly what they want, but they would take them anyway. It doesn't matter. It's not the point. It's over. It's all over now in terms of bad stuff that's been going on for so long. They know it's over. They've gotten almost past this point of healing from a lot of their wounds. They're waking up, starting to feel good again, starting to laugh again, feel positive again, hence the King of Cups. But let's see what more specific is happening. I feel like a lot of Sagittarius want to know about work, about jobs, about possibilities, about new assignments, about a big change in life, really big move, big change, big dynamic change for Sagittarius. What's coming down the pike for them? Let's see where we are. We're starting off with the Eight of Cups. We do know this for Sagittarius. They have moved away from quite a bit of loss. They have moved away from quite a bit of disappointment. They have also started in some respects to move away from some of our lessons. So Sagittarius, try to remember what lessons that you have learned. Please try to carry them in your pocket. Please try to carry them in your mantle. Please try to carry them in your coat. Please try to carry them in your bag. Please do not forget the lessons. It's so easy to forget. You're in so much pain. It's so hard to believe that one day you won't remember and feel things the same way you did when they were so hard, when they were so challenging. But one day you will forget, and you will have a hard time to remember what happened during this time. And you know what time I mean. Starting from 2014 up really until almost now. Let's be honest, guys. So for the past 4 years, really. Don't forget the lessons. You know, and I'm going to say, we had another one drop. I'm going to look at that in a minute, guys. What else is this about? This is when you had that champagne diet and the caviar and the great trips, or your version of it. When things were really good and really positive, and then when things maybe went a bit south or a bit pear-shaped, when you were in the circus or in Wonderland and things got really crazy, and you have those hard times, don't forget them. Carry those with you as well, so that you are always grateful, because that's a big key to manifesting, being grateful. I know you were there already, being grateful for every little positive drip drop of whatever came through to you. We have, it's reverse, I don't read reversal, so we have the Nine of Swords. I feel like this is just nightmares. This is almost post-traumatic stress disorder in some ways. This is still dealing with some pain, some suffering from betrayals of people who let you down. This can also be still dealing with the loss of someone that you love, whether that's a parent, a partner, a friend, or even a lover. Doesn't mean that they have to be permanently departed, but I feel like a lost love. Finally accepting it and coming to terms with this, Sagittarius. What else do we have for Sagittarius? We have Major Arcana, the Hierophant. Getting things back on track and getting a plan. Realizing the importance of having a plan. Realizing the importance of planning your moves. Realizing the importance of doing things right. realizing the importance of following the rules and ticking the boxes. This is also part of the lessons for Sagittarius. We had a lot of cleanup jobs of things that we maybe didn't necessarily have the energy or inclination of paperwork, administrative things like this. We learned the lesson and the importance of trying to stay on top of those as best we could. And this is about that now, realizing that in order to really get ahead and be successful, you do have to still handle those type of things. And I feel like a lot of Sagittarius are clearing those things out and also somehow limiting. They are limiting their exposure. Sagittarius are limiting their exposure, or the advice is to limit your exposure. Let me give you a weird example. That's even putting on your mailbox no junk mail, because you don't even want to see all that stuff piled up in your box again. That's not giving your number out because you don't want anybody ringing your phone because you're like, oh God, who's on my phone now? So I feel like they're limiting their exposure. They're only doing the bare minimum, the bare necessity, buying the bare minimum, dealing with the bare minimum right now until they get up and running again. Anyway, this is the advice that's coming through for Sagittarius. What else do we have for Sagittarius in terms of work and money, jobs, raises, breakthroughs, breakouts, chances, overcoming hurdles? Look at that. We have the Two of Cups. Renewed love, renewed passion, rebirth, new things coming in. With a good baseline, with a good bottom to it, with a good stepping stone. With a good stepping stone. With a step up as well. Sagittarius. What else do we have for Sagittarius? Yeah, guys, we know about that. This is with the Eight of Cups. Now we have the Five of Pentacles. I think most Sagittarians already know what this is. We have been in that time of lack. We have been in that time of loss. We know what it looks like. We know what it feels like. We want to kind of distance ourselves a bit from that. Keep in mind what we need to know, what we need to take away from that time so that we are not repeating any of those past mistakes again in the future. That can also be not trusting people who might be coming towards you in a very a sweet way, asking for forgiveness, asking the Sagittarius to forgive them, trying to sneak in. I almost feel like there might be some people around the Sagittarius trying to sneak in and be friends with them again, because they see that they are still here. They are starting to thrive. They have survived. They're starting to thrive. And now they kind of want to sneak in, even though they weren't necessarily there when you needed them, Sagittarius. And I feel like the Sagittarius can very quickly overlook that lesson and say, they didn't mean it like that. They didn't really want to hurt me. Forgiveness is one thing, yeah? But keep your eyes open. Try to remember those things. In terms of who was there to support you and who wasn't, and really, again, who you could trust. I think Virgo had a very similar message, another mutable sign, because the mutable signs can be really forgiving in a way. And really trusting, like, oh, they made that mistake, but I let it go. Oh, they made that mistake, and I let it go. Be careful. I just do those everywhere. We're not taking all those. I'll take this too. I'll take them. They're out. They're out now. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. This can be an unknown offer as of yet, or a known offer, or an offer that instinctually the Sagittarius feels coming. Like they're waiting on an offer. Something is there, or they're finishing up some paperwork for this. But they're not ready to let go yet. Not quite yet. Which sounds odd. And they've been in a place for so long and they're almost used to it. It's their friend now. It's their friend. the misery is their friend. But in a way, they have grown to just accept this and live with it. It doesn't, things don't affect them in the same way. They get a really thick skin. So they're not worried. You know, it's like they know that things are coming in for them. They're like, yeah, whatever. It'll be okay. They know that. Let's see what else. Now, seriously, for the Sagittarius, what is coming in for money and work and job? I'm going to pull one for love. Then I'm going to pull an oracle. Because I feel like I'm being toyed with a little bit here. We know all of this already, don't we? So let's just see what else is coming in. 3 of Swords. We know about that. That's behind us now for the most part. Or there can be a group of Sagittarius. Now we have a lot split, and we have Temperance, Major Arcana with the Sagittarius card, and the Page of Cups. So it's two different things. There are still a group of Sagittarius who are dealing with this, and this is very odd. Almost feel like there's a last group of Sagittarius who are really coming on the back end of betrayal, a back end of someone who cheated on them. But I feel like they're going to process through all those things much, much quicker than that earlier group did 2-3 years ago, going on 4 years ago now. But there are still a group of Sagittarius who are having to break up their family life and break up their stability because of a betrayal, or even because of a loss of job. It can be in some cases, but I feel like they're going to get a quick turnaround in reparations or repairing this loss. And then we have another group of Sagittarius with this Major Arcana and the Page of Cups and the 2 of Cups. That I feel like there is a group of Sagittarius who are starting to think about the possibility of if they want to be in a relationship. They're not convinced about this, and they're not ready to make a move yet. That still stands. They're not ready to make a move. I'm going to pull one more, and then I'm going to pull just a few of the... I'm going to pull a few of the Rider-Waite for confirmation. Go one more time here. We have the 5 of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the Ace of Swords. So we pulled the 5 of Wands. We pulled the Ace of Cups, and we pulled the Ace of Swords. It's okay to play when you know you're going to win. It's okay to say, oh, I don't know what I really want to do, when you know you have a possibility, you know you have the opportunity, you know you have something there. And this is what the Sagittarius will be dealing with over the next 2 to 3 weeks. Offers will be coming in, and they will have the luxury to contemplate because they know that they're moving in a better direction. It's easy to contemplate which job you want when you're being offered a job, and that's what the Sagittarius elemental sign and energy is dealing with. And we're just going to pull a couple more of these because I'm starting to run from time. I'm just going to pull 2 more. We have the Major Arcana Strength. And we have the 10 of Swords. And this, to me, is just clearly, really starting over. You've been through the fire. You were knocked down. The sun is also sitting back here. This shouldn't be out. This fell out at some point when the cards fell out earlier. We have the sun, by the way, that was here. So you've had that restart. You're having to restart over again. You might be a little bit nervous about it because you're not really absolutely, I feel like the Sagittarius are not really sure where the next direction of their life will be, because before they were always very confident and they knew when they started to plan something or do something, they really had that 10-ton view where they knew where it would turn out, but everything kind of turned upside down. So they're a bit afraid to look forward and say and dream about how things will go. That's the Major Arcana of the Strength, because of all of this loss from the past. But I feel like with the sun here and even hiding behind me, by the way, it's all going to be headed in a new positive direction for the Sagittarius' future. I feel like it will be sustained. This is not short term. This is a new phase of life for the Sagittarius to really build something up for their future, something stable that they needed to build a long time ago, and they were not able to build with the Hierophant, Hierophant. A long time ago they were not able to build it, but now they will be in a position to achieve this over the next few years. But starting now, it all starts now, guys. Let's pull one of these out. We have the Page of Earth. I'm going to go ahead and hold that up and read that for you. Let me see if I can find it rather quickly. It looks like a lot of positive energy is coming towards our dear Sagittarius. So finally, commitment to prosperity, first signs of tangible success, undeniable evidence that hard work will pay off, dreams grounded in reality, start of a new project. This is what we said. Perfect. Everything starts with a plan, and I'm beginning to see results generate prosperity. I am a doer, and I get to make my own decisions. I have the ability to attract what I need. That's for our Sagittarius, you guys. Get it going. It's time now. I know we kept saying you had delays, spend your time wisely. It's go time now, Sagittarius. Let's see how it ends up over the next 2 weeks. I feel like every time it will get better and better when we talk. You guys take care. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.